Sorry folks, I was halfway through my Stargirl review when I stopped to do this video. You see, Neil Cuckman is currently on the internet claiming victim, which is weird because Neil Cuckman is a bully and a hypocrite. But he doesn't like it when the roles are reversed on him now, does he? Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. Now, 3 days ago, Laura Bailey, who's the voice actor for Abby in The Last of Us Part 2, put out a tweet. And she put out this tweet saying, "Man, I try to only post positive stuff on here, but sometimes this just gets a little overwhelming. I blacked out some of the words because, you know, spoilers. Side note, thank you to all the people sending me positive messages to balance it out. It means more than I can say." And she posts a set of messages, tweets that she's received by people saying utterly disgusting stuff. Disgusting. Any normal human being will be able to disassociate Laura from Abby. She is an actress who is doing a job, and her job was to provide the voice for this character. She did it fine in the game. The voice acting in the game was fine, but she didn't have any creative control over the character. The character is fictitious. And although people like myself are not happy with the story in The Last of Us Part 2, they're not happy with the way that characters were treated, they're not happy with the way that the actual progression was just so linear and dull and boring and one note that the violence just became nothing, meaningless. That to me, the first game, which was wonderful, was like brought down because the sequel to it is exceedingly average. But normal people know that voice actors got nothing to do with this whatsoever. And I know somebody who knows Laura, and they got in touch with myself as regards to this. And I said, yeah, this is an utterly disgraceful thing for somebody to go to. And I have nothing but sympathy for Laura for this. Nothing but. Doesn't deserve this in the slightest. Any of the actors whatsoever. Now, with that said, you know, she got a good outpouring of support, as she should have. And then Naughty Dog came out with a statement 21 odd hours ago. And they said, although we welcome critical discussion, we condemn any form of harassment or threats directed towards our team and cast. Their safety is our top priority, but we must all work together to root out this type of behaviour and maintain a constructive and compassionate discourse. Now, roughly at the same time that this came out, Neil Cuckman came out with a very similar tweet to Laura, 48 hours removed. Now, why do I say this? Because I believe Laura's tweet is 100% genuine. I think Laura was upset. I think she wanted to just be judged by her body of work, her talent as an actor, and nothing more. I didn't think she expected in any way, shape or form the kind of backlash that the game would get. And more importantly, the direct backlash that she received because she did the voice of Abby. Hence why I've got legitimate sympathy for her. 48 hours later, Cuckman jumps onto the bandwagon. And I do think this is jumping onto the bandwagon. Why? Because Cuckman he's a hypocrite. This guy is a complete and utter hypocrite, which we'll go into momentarily. But he posts 2 days later. You can love or hate the game and share your thoughts about it. We'll get back to that. Unfortunately, too many of the messages I've been getting are vile, hateful, and violent. Here are just a handful of them, feel it's important to expose, trigger warning, phobic, etc. Now, what people have said to cuckers is disgraceful. This is utterly horrendous, what he said. Do I think that he's posting from a genuine position? No. I do not. I do not think in any way, shape or form Cuckers is posting in the same manner that Laura is. Somebody who is genuinely upset, genuinely shocked by the reaction, and tried to say, look, I just try and be a positive force here. So I was amazingly surprised by all of this. Thank you for the people who've been supporting me. No, DRUCKMANN jumped onto the bandwagon because this guy is a hypocrite. We recently saw an interview with him and a couple of the cast members talking about the release of the game and the reception that the game had, where DRUCKMANN admitted in the video to having videos pulled. When the video went up with the leaks, he said we immediately got onto the phones and tried to get it removed. And then what happened after that? Any video, any channel even discussing anything got pulled either by Sony Interactive Entertainment or they got pulled by Musso, who was working on behalf of Sony Interactive Entertainment, something which I can 100% prove because it's admitted to in an email. And channels like mine, and channels like Ryan Cannell, and Mannix, and Mr. H Reviews, and Just Some Guy, we got copyright struck. Not only did we get copyright struck, we also got hit with DMCA copyright claims, which can be converted into strikes. 3 strikes, your channel's gone. We've been through this in videos. DRUCKMANN admitted to being part of the process. He admitted to being part of the takedowns. So they were going out and people who were well within their rights. We didn't leak the stuff. We didn't leak the footage. We didn't leak anything of the sort. We were just discussing them. We were giving our thoughts and opinions on them. And that is well within our fair use right to do so. Even using imagery from them. Which I think I used a still shot. And some people didn't even use any imagery whatsoever. You're still within your fair use rights. Even though the footage has not been released. But we played it safe with a singular image. And we all got pulled. Ryan Cannell could not even stream. He could not upload videos because... he could upload videos, but he could not stream. And he was 1 strike away from getting his channel pulled. As were other people. Just Some Guy and myself. 1 claim, 2 copyright strikes. If they were converted into strikes, channel gone. We had to go through legal discussion before we could actually get anywhere. But thankfully, due to the rash nature of Sony and Musso and DRUCKMANN's Naughty Dog, which he admitted to be part of, they fucked up the way that they put together the copyright strikes. So YouTube just had to release them. Not Sony, not Naughty Dog, not Musso, YouTube were the one that released the copyright strikes because they didn't fill them in correctly. If they had, they would have remained. And then only because we would not be silent, only because we went, oh, you want to fucking come at us? Right, we're going to use our voices again. We refuse. DRUCKMANN using a multi-billion-dollar company, bullying little one-man bands, People who sit in offices in their home in front of a webcam, bullying them. Trying to have their livelihoods taken away from them. Trying to have any way that they can earn income taken away from them for good. For good. For breaking no law whatsoever. DRUCKMANN wants to play victim. Fuck off! Fuck off. You're a hypocrite and you're a bully. That's what you are. And you came for people's lives. And you hoped that you could bully them with your multi-billion-dollar company into silence. And you got bit. The dog got bit. Because we refuse to be silent. And Ryan and Mannix and Just Some Guy and myself and Mr. H and all the others, we kept our voices loud. And the more videos we put out, the more spotlight got shone on your disgusting, bullying, hypocritical behavior. To the point where I even got my lawyer involved. To the point where you realized you were screwed and the best thing that you could do is to release everything. Release all the claims, release all the copyright strikes, and just pray that things die down up to the release of The Last of Us Part 2. What was said to Laura was disgraceful, and I have nothing but sympathy for her. What was said to Cockers was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting, and shouldn't be said. But when DRUCKMANN tries to use that to play victim, when he is a bully and a hypocrite, you get goose egg sympathy. Goose egg. And the fact that you waited 48 hours from Laura's posting to yours shows how calculated it was that you put it up there in a desperate effort to quell criticism towards the game. I've never known such a bunch of disgusting behavior by a company, and I've dealt with Activision and EA and Bethesda. But Naughty Dog, my God, they're taking a fucking biscuit. The absolute biscuit. The doggy biscuit. So there we go. Sorry, mate, you don't get a scrap of sympathy from me. Some would call it karma. But I think it's disgusting what people wrote. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.